It is 7 o'clock. The fallout from Partygate is developing into something of a charcuterie board, with Operation Red Meat and now an alleged pork pie plot to oust the PM. From the government today, we'll speak to the Armed Forces Minister, James Heappey, the Conservative peer who used to advise Boris Johnson, plus the Shadow Business Secretary, Jonathan Reynolds. It is Wednesday, the 19th of January. Their weight to a leadership challenge on the Prime Minister. The MPs who were first elected when they broke down Labour's Red Wall in 2019 met in secret yesterday. It's being called a pork pie plot. Why? Well, because one of the MPs believed to be involved is the MP for Melton Mowbray, famed, of course, for its pork pies. Very good they are too, if you're watching this morning. Now, there is strong speculation Tory MPs may nearly have the amount of letters needed to get a no-confidence vote in Boris Johnson. That is 54. So let's analyse what's needed to trigger that vote of no confidence. Before all that, though, how much are your bills going up? Let's find out. Helen Ann's here. Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Well, England's target at 2%, so really...
Well, outside of the problems he faces as a result of those parties in Downing Street, the Prime Minister is expected to update Parliament this afternoon on the government's plans to relax Plan B COVID restrictions in England. Our Science and Technology editor, Tom Clark, has spoken to the Director of the Wellcome Trust and former government advisor, Sir Jeremy Farrar, about what restrictions he thinks should still remain in place. Out on his morning run, a member of the Lakes Swimming Club said the MP definitely broke the rules with the impromptu swim, saying swimming in the lakes is for members only. Well, the Express also has the story with the twist. They make the comparison with the former Bond star Daniel Craig, saying the former Health Secretary has a licence to chill. We'll let you make up your own minds on that and let me know what you think on Twitter at @KBurley. Mr Hancock spent plenty of time in number 10, but is the party over for those in Downing Street? The Guardian this morning with this telling shot of a street cleaner, a street sweeper, at a scene of the alleged rule-breaking parties. First ships carrying emergency aid to Tonga have left New Zealand 5 days after that devastating underwater volcanic eruption. Let's take a closer look at the impact on the islands, making increasing pressure from his own MPs over the Downing Street parties. Earlier, the Armed Forces Minister told me that even though he understands why people at home may feel angry, it's not the right time to be changing PM. Tomorrow's here, the pork pie plot. What's it all about?
Yes, James.
Chairman of the 1922
That's right. 1922 committee is all Conservative MPs. Backbenchers MPs. Now, when he has 15% of the party, so when he has 54 letters, to be terminal, it all depends on the numbers. Okay. In politics, you have to know how to count, and of course, the whips will be desperately counting how many of them are putting their heads above the parapet. OK, thanks very much. Let's bring in Tony Blair's former Director of Communications, should we? Alistair Campbell, of course, with chatters and delegates alike heading to next month's Beijing Winter Olympics, not to become complicit in a propaganda exercise. That's to come. Still to come in the next hour of the programme. We are going to be talking about a Prime Minister under increasing pressure. The pork pie plot is what we are being told about. I'll tell you why it's called that in the next hour. It's quite intriguing. But basically, they've all gathered against him most of the 2019 intake of MPs because of what happened, they say, in the garden of Downing Street. Stay tuned for more on the programme this morning. Please stay tuned.